Hey everybody, welcome back to Meet Our Member Mondays, episode 4. Today we are joined by Brittney Fields. So Brittney, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Brittney Fields, like the cookie. I am a third year here at Sac State. I have a major in communication studies, with a concentration in public relations, minor in marketing coming to you soon.
Wow.
I was born in a car in Walnut Creek, California. I am a new member to PRSSA. I joined this semester, so shout out.
Yeah.
It's been a really great experience so far.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. So as a communications major, we have this sort of perception around us from other people. I'm not going to say from which majors, but we sort of, there's a different way that they look at us. So like, what do you think about that? Like,
okay, so it's a really funny story. I didn't come into Sac State as a communication studies major. I came in as a technical major. I don't want to call anybody out, but you know, I came in as a technical major, and it was in STEM, and I realized it really wasn't for me. I was into the more like communication part, the getting to know folks part, and like why people, you know, I don't want to know the velocity of Timmy's ball on the roof. I want to know why is Timmy on the roof, and I'll be his friend. He doesn't need to be on the roof.
Yeah, or communicate him to get off
right,
the
like
roof.
let's communicate about this, and not like, what is the velocity of the angle XY? I'm like outing my major anyways. And so I really switched, and I think when I did switch, a lot of people, like, you got that chuckle, and it was just kind of like, oh, like, you can't do science, but it's not like, no, like, I don't, it's not that I can't do science, I want to help the people in science communicate with each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so.
No, I know I get a lot of flack too, because sometimes I'll meet people and I'm like, hey, like, you know, I'm a communications major, like when they ask me what major I am, and they're like, oh, so your major's like really easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I want to hold back, and I'm like, not really, but, you know, is that what you say?
Yeah.
But, yeah, so as a PR major, you know, we all go through the same kind of things, and I feel like everyone has their own kind of pet peeve about PR. So, like, what's your pet peeve?
Yeah, same as you when you're like, what do you study in college? And you're like, oh, communication studies, specifically PR. And they're like, oh.
Yeah, they're like that sad look of disappointment that they kind of get, like
that's
automatically.
the easy major, but like, gosh, there's so much writing. Like, you need to be perfect. Like, the P for PR sometimes needs to stand for perfect. Like,
yeah.
Because if you mess up, like, everyone goes under. You go under. Your career's over.
Oh, definitely. If you mistake just one person's name on type on a press release or something, like, that's not a good look. You know, like, you have to, like, you know, redo it, go back, recall everything you got to do. And then regroup, and then send it out again. That's so embarrassing. They have to send out a second press release just because you made a typo, especially on someone's name. Like, if it was someone on a company that you know, like if it was your CEO, he's probably gonna fire you for misspelling his name. Yeah. So, you know, yeah, we do have to be perfect. So, Brittney, you watch our show, right? So you know that we have this segment called Overrated and Underrated. But today we have a special version of Overrated and Underrated. So here in 2017. It's been kind of like the year of the bays so far, I would say, in a couple of years. So I'm going to ask you about the trendiest bays that we've had so far, and I'm going to, like, I just want you to tell me what you think about them, okay? So the first bay to hit the internet, Salt Bae. Yes, what is your opinion on him?
Salt Bae blew up, but I also feel like he probably overly seasoned that one part of the meat, but it did catch the wind, though.
Yeah.
He has a Bitmoji.
Yeah, he does.
So.
And it's like, he also, like, when he blew up, he only blew up for cutting meat. Yes. Like, he's cutting meat for Leonardo DiCaprio and, like, famous soccer players. And I'm like, dude, how do you get famous off just cutting meat? But he does it so well. I think that's just what captivates everybody,
and
right?
There's a rhythm to it. It's like, chop, 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 chop.
The sprinkle. So, one of the latest bays we have now is Hurt Bae. She's all over the internet. Everyone knows that story. If you don't know that story, it's about this guy and this girl. They have this little interview and they get together, and she's wondering, you know, why, like, how, she's asking him, how many times have you cheated on me? And he was like, I don't know, there was just two. I stopped counting. And so, like, everyone kind of, like, joined her side and wanted to figure out, you know, what was going on. So, like, what is your opinion on Hurt Bae?
I'm so hurt. I was so angry. I was emotional after it. I mean, like, I feel like a Hurt Bae could be my sister. Like, you look alike, you know?
Yeah.
And like, dang, Hurt Bae. But also, I'm kind of like, girl. That time she was like, I went into his room and there was another girl there and he told me to go back to mine. I would have been like, fella! Like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah. No, totally.
So, I don't know. Hey, more power to Hurt Bae. Hopefully she, like, you find somebody.
I think she said she did find somebody.
Sweet.
Yeah, and then I don't know about the guy, but do you think he can have another chance with another girl at some point? He's all over the internet, and all these girls know he's this huge cheater. Like, do you think he can still, you know, get in a relationship? He can still like find love?
I think he can have a great relationship with his mother. I think that his mom is going to probably be like the only woman who's gonna care for him now because Hurt Bae, that's so real.
It's real.
Touched my heart.
And he makes men look really bad too. He makes men look so bad. So the final Bae, this is one of the newest ones. It came out like last week. So this is chick. It's called Stranded Bae. Okay, so if you guys don't know who Stranded Bae is, I'm just gonna give you the really quick gist of it. So, Valentine's Day, she met this guy on Twitter, knew him for about 3 months. He flew her out to DC, had a great Valentine's Day. She was gonna go back to the airport. Her flight got canceled. He never called her back. She was calling him, asking, you know, where are you at? Like, can you come pick me up? Left her stranded for 10 hours, and eventually the police came, and they had to get settled up, and there's this huge rift on Twitter. Like, people are siding with the guy, siding with the girl. So, like, what's your opinion on Stranded Bae? What do you think about her? Like, whose side are you taking?
Listen, I think Stranded Bae needs to write a book. That is a novelist there. That is a next great author of 2017.
It is.
That was a wonderful story. Great use of adjectives, imagery. I was there with her.
The GIFs.
Yes.
The GIFs on the thread really made
the
story.
Yes.
Yeah.
She illustrated it perfectly. So I think that was very well executed on Stranded Bae's part. I'm with Stranded Bae. I was there with her in that airport waiting for your mans, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, where is he? But, you know, stuff happens. I'm with Stranded Bae, though. It's here.
Yeah,
I'm
no, totally. That was a pretty crazy story. Even Complex News picked it up and even interviewed her herself. So that's how you know, like, this huge publication company is actually going out to reach out to her because this story went so viral and people had so many strong opinions that they just wanted the actual facts of like what happened. Yes.
Well, it's hot. It needs to be like a children's book. A good 8 pages, include the GIFs.
Yeah, no, exactly. Thank you so much for joining us, Brittney. It was a great show. Thank you. So, if you want to get featured on a future episode of Meet Our Remember Monday, go ahead and contact our digital director, Lily. Her information is right here. So that's a wrap, guys. Thank you for watching Meet Our Remember Monday episode 4. We hope to see you next week.
Yes, you just finished.
We literally just wrapped up.
I actually hate my life.